We are back, having just survived an ambush in kind of an abandoned shop that had the banner of the country under it, and somebody at the front door had like vaguely the uniform of the local authorities, but it turned out to be an ambush. But you handled them. I know Arashi and Timothy took some injuries, um, but they're relatively minor injuries. So in the kind of top right, we have some people making their escape. They're pretty much out by now. And you guys are going to probably climb the staircase to check back on Arashi, who was with you, and seeing kind of a burnt husk of remains of a person, and a second person being held in the air by a power that you cannot see. You guys, as far as you know, the only people that can use the power are the Aes Sedai. You've never heard of an ideal Aes Sedai, but I don't know if you'd make any other possible conclusion.
I think so. If you're saying that I'm like in the middle of the room, and one of these people who's also in the middle of the room is floating in the air.
No, back
Uh,
in the room you came to in the bottom left.
oh, okay, okay, gotcha. I think I would be last into that room then. If I can tell when I walk in by like looking at Arashi and looking at the guy who's floating in the middle of the room, if it would look like she is doing it, if I can put together that it doesn't look like she's doing it, then I think I'd just be a little stunned. Like I don't know what to say, what to do. If nobody else says anything, I might speak up, but in this moment, I'm shocked.
And he's kind of
So
just
yeah,
go ahead.
and yeah, in the moment, yeah, that would probably be like from Javi. Definitely making some distance, and then like the bow is like ready to go. It's pulled, but it's not aimed. It's like at his leg, uh, at his legs, and he has the arrow notched and ready to like at any given second quickly rise it up and release the arrow. So that's what he's doing right now.
And the guy who's floating, he's just blubbering like, please, please. He didn't say there was an Aes Sedai. He just said that we're supposed to rob you.
Arashi, are you doing this, or is someone else here with us right now?
I'm thinking, hold on.
While you're thinking, like, it does take a little bit of concentration, so she is kind of like occasionally turning her attention, to this person. But I'll let you speak.
No, I just stand there kind of in awe, but not like fear. Like in respect to the magic that's being done.
But you don't reply to me. I ask you a question in that.
You did?
Yeah, I said, is that you or is something else here with us right now?
Oh, that would be something else, definitely. I wouldn't
In
do
that
that for a
case,
man.
I want to look around. I'm just, trying to see if anyone's in the room with us right now.
You're welcome to make
I mean,
uh
is it dark in here?
there's probably like a window with sunlight coming in.
Is that just perception?
Sure. it's a pretty small room. The other doors are closed. You don't see anyone on the street that seems to be paying much attention to you. I mean, there's people kind of. It's kind of a back alley, but so there's not a lot of people outside, but there are occasionally people crossing.
So no evidence of anybody who looks like they'd be focusing on holding a man in the air.
Not other than Narashi.
Boys, I don't
And
know
this
what we're supposed
person's
to do.
eyes are like completely locked on Arashi. Like they are only looking at Arashi.
Maybe I am doing it. I just don't know that I'm doing it.
Well, if he's still babbling like crazy, I'm not sure I'm going to get any answers out of him.
That's what I was about to say.
I do have one important question for the man.
I'll probably say he does fall at some point.
Oh, okay. Did the Wanderer put him up to this? The guy who talked to us in the very beginning of all this, did he put him up to this?
You can certainly talk to him. As he
Yeah,
falls,
I was
he stays
that.
on his hands and knees, like almost in a bow, but more in cowardice.
Yeah, I'm thinking like pretty much as I've looked around and not identified anyone who seems like they've immediately are responsible for it, I'm gonna just put a hand on his shoulder so he doesn't immediately try to run and give him like who put you up to this? What happened here?
I wouldn't ask for a skill check on this, but it's up to you which of the social skills you're trying to get this to fall under.
He's terrified. I'm thinking maybe I might be able to charm him. I almost killed all his friends, so I think, if we're being just kind to him, then that might be better than trying to intimidate at this point. Like, who put you up to this?
I have a 1 in coercion. If he doesn't respond to you, I'll get him to respond.
If he believes there's a powerful wizard amongst us and somebody sent him to rob us, then I want it to be like, oh, you poor soul, somebody set you up to rob us? Who did that?
Who's the mean bad man?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you can roll charm. I'll give you a blue dice because he's definitely in the mood to not be
Nope, a lot.
looks good to me.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So yeah, I'd say he's definitely spilling the beans. He's I mean it kind of takes him like catching his breath. He trips over his words, but eventually you can kind of piece together the story out of him. Like there was this beggar man, and he hired us to kill you guys, and he paid us a lot of money, like 5 gold crowns each, and he was going to give us more when the job was done, and all we had to do was just after we got you, we were just going to take all your stuff, and we could keep any of your money, but anything else that you had had to go to him.
Were you supposed to meet him anywhere for that exchange?
No, he just said that he would find us. He didn't say anything about an Aes Sedai. I'm so sorry.
He still got that money?
Are you asking him that?
Yeah.
I would let you make a coercion check.
Okay,
on that.
That's what I was
Yeah,
getting at. What, am I adding anything?
You can add a blue dice. He's definitely intimidated by you already.
That's the square, right?
Blue square, yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he immediately he searches his pockets
Nice.
and gives you 5 gold crowns, which is let me think about the conversion here. I'm pretty sure that's going to be like 500 silver marks, so you can add 500 to your currency.
At least we're eating good tonight.
All right, well, now
Because I
you've
robbed
robbed
him
the
of
man,
one.
I suppose. Javi, is
Anything
there
for the
anything
Aes
you'd
Sedai.
like to ask these people?
Yeah, I got what I wanted. He said 5 gold marks, and I knew what I wanted out of him.
Also, Javi, is your mic on?
Oh, whoopsies.
Oh,
Do you have anything for these gents?
Ask him if he has more gold.
So essentially, I'm gonna let you two handle the words because at this, I don't want to interact with them because that might have my tongue removed from my body somehow, some way.
mm.
Okay, so I'm imagining like I'm asking you for your opinion, your character's opinion on it, and like you
Yeah, so
like
basically he's
zipper
going
zipper
to,
over the mouth, won't say anything in this moment.
yeah, well he'll do head gestures that don't make sense to you.
I
Like
mean,
he'll
I
like blink
imagine,
one eye and then the other, and then he'll like, do like circle his head in the air. You don't know what he's trying to say.
yeah, the guy does or thinks we did it, so I don't think he's gonna be able to tell us anything about whoever just grabbed him with magic. I'm thinking that I would just be like trying to shoo him out of here so that we can talk about the fact that we were not the responsible for that. Should try to figure out who's responsible for that.
And the guy on the ground is still just like blubbering, please don't kill me, please.
Yeah, like I mean, if you have no objections, Arashi, I would essentially just be trying to like shoo the guy out of here. Begone with you then.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I got your gold, bro. Go away.
Yeah, he is definitely eager. He trips and like plants his face on the ground, but he is scrambling out of there.
Okay, when we're alone, I kind of want to just say to Arashi or Javi, if now he's willing to speak with me, because the people are gone. I don't want to just run out in the street. If that, I mean, obviously, like whatever magic was imposed there didn't attack us, it helped us, but I don't know the motivations of that person, and they're not showing themselves exactly in this moment. So, if anything, I might just want to chill out here for a moment longer to see if a friendly presence makes themselves known, or if we should try and sneak out the back door of this place.
I mean, sneaking and blending in is kind of my thing.
Well, yeah, but again, who was responsible for that? Are they friendly? Javi doesn't think so. He thinks if he says anything, he gets his tongue removed right now, but I know that's just Javi.
Yeah, we can just sneak out the back, right?
Um, I guess, well, yeah, maybe we'll learn something by sneaking out, but I want to look around again. Oh, and also, I guess look around here. Is there anything around here that would. I guess it's just a bunch of thugs that were paid to rob us. What would that really tell us?
Mm,
How can I find out more about that beggar?
A beggar who paid these people 5 gold crowns each.
Yeah, yeah, beggar who's not a beggar. He's clearly. Oh, I mean that wouldn't tell me much either. I'm trying to. He's obviously not. He was disguised as one. So Just question for the lore of the world. Is this the kind of thing where you would have wealthy businessmen as well, or is a wealthy person royalty?
No, there's definitely like businesses and stuff like that.
Okay. So I wouldn't immediately suspect somebody in a noble court who could afford that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's not necessarily.
Oh, and also you noted that crowns were a different currency than what we got paid in. Is that just because of the town we're in, or would
Um,
that hit my ear strange that he got paid in a crown?
it is just like an extremely valuable currency. So like this implementation of Genesis only has one currency, which and the world actually has like four or five. So your guys' currency is all tracked in silver marks, and there is gold marks above that, and then there's gold crowns above that. So like
Cool, okay,
most
gotcha.
of you might not have ever even seen a gold crown because like everything can be dealt with in silver or copper.
Okay, well, with that in mind, I'm thinking we might not have a whole ton of leads on what to do about the people who seem to be putting a large bounty on our head. So,
I mean, what if it's the beggar?
what's that? I mean, it probably is, but I don't know. Well, we can't find that guy. He's always just kind of found us. Maybe I could look around for him, but like Javi, do you think you could track him? I don't know how tracking a person through a city would work in that regard. If we can't think of any way forward on this lead, then it might be best to just consider what we're doing next and keep your eyes peeled for someone watching us.
Yeah, let's try to sneak out the back and move on.
Well, I mean, yeah, but first step is where we going. I thinking about it, came here to town for the
Parade.
parade. Yeah, now you're right, the fairy tale monsters broke out, and we need to. What do we need to do from here?
At least you and Javi both have like extremely fancy rooms and food for free. So there might be
Yeah,
some
that's not
reluctance
indefinite.
reluctant to like leave that particular inn, but of course you can.
I mean, I got the
Yeah.
money.
Oh, well, I mean, listen, if they're saying that's going on for a little bit, plus if the parade like just ended, if I recall correctly, we're like, you'd stick around for a while. So in that case, it sounds like we'd just be sneaking out of here to get back to the inn. Maybe we can figure out more there. I'm just not sure who we could talk to. I think I already kind of questioned somebody about the beggar and they didn't know much about him. But maybe we'll find out something there. Also, what time is it? Is my character tired? Because if it's dark, then yeah, we definitely would be heading back to the inn then, huh?
Let me. Yeah, you followed the beggar in the evening, I believe.
Yeah, okay. In that case, it's been a day. Lord, let's sneak out of here and go home. But like I said, I guess the magic presence that was here seemed powerful and uninterested in us. So I don't know necessarily, well, uninterested in harming us, I should say. I don't know necessarily what the motivations of that person is, but I don't like the secrecy, so we should quietly get out of here, maybe.
I mean, the only thing you probably could understand is like a head nod that says yes.
Okay, is there oh, right, hang on, I guess, yeah, there was a front door and a side door. Probably makes more sense to try and slip out that side door that the thugs ran through. Um, I think we're just trying to carefully sneak it back home, back to the inn.
All right. I will have everybody roll a stealth, please, against. What is vigilance based on?
Will.
Against 1 red and 1 purple. So you upgrade 1 purple to a red. Oh, I also don't want to forget. I'll let the stealth go through.
Let the stealth go through?
Well, I'll get stealth from Arashi and Javi as well.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Before I pivot.
Okay. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. How do you upgrade? I forgot.
There is the
I found
down
it.
arrow next to the red hexagon.
Yeah,
Or
I
wait, no,
found it.
the up arrow next to the purple
Yeah.
diamond.
We're all rolling stealth,
Yes, please.
and that's +1 purple, I heard.
What was
Oh,
that?
wait, you said stealth?
You want 1 purple die, 1 red die.
I have to re-roll that. I rolled willpower. Whoopsies.
Oh, you
That
added
was
too many
too
purples.
many dice. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, way too many purple dice.
Okay.
In that little diagram where it shows you the different dice you can roll, you can click the dice that it shows in the diagram to remove them. So I just clicked one of the purple dice that's in the example and it makes it go away. And then I added a red die and it makes a 1 purple, 1 red to do that roll.
Alright, let me clean up. So yeah, you guys take the back door into an alley and kind of peek around into a street, and you do your best to try to avoid people's notice. It's late, but there's still occasionally people going around, especially since today was such a big day. The town is still kind of overcrowded, so there's still enough people on the streets, but you just try to weave through the scraps of foot traffic and head back outside of town to the inn.
At 3 successes, Javi was on the friggin' rooftops.
Yeah, Javi has very high dexterity, or agility, I guess. I do want to remember, before I forget, at the end of every scene, you can roll to recover your strain. So let us do that now. And you can either make a discipline or a cool check, and there's going to be no purple die. You just want to roll as many successes as you can.
Ooh,
So
I'm pretty cool.
you can recover 4 strain.
That's all my strain. I'm feeling good.
And discipline or cool, whichever probably gives you the most dice, from Arashi and Javi.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. say cool and what else?
Cool or discipline.
Well, okay.
So you can recover 1 strain, and we ignore the advantage on this roll.
Okay.
Arashi, if you want to roll a discipline check, you can remove all the purple dice, so it's only greens and yellows. I think, unfortunately, we ignore the crit, but it does count as an extra success, so it's 3 successes, so you can recover 3 strain.
Sweet.
So some of you, I think, especially Arashi, are still winded, and still injured. But you guys do make it back to the hotel. I mean, nothing confronted you. A couple of you failed the stealth roll, but you don't necessarily know that. So, you guys are back in.
We didn't fail. We chose to be seen.
Yeah, back in the Golden Stag.
Well, I think here, gosh, I think I'd just be trying to have kind of a normal night. Obviously, I've got something that
Well,
weighed heavy on my mind,
You want to
but
talk to the innkeeper and tell them I just robbed a man, so can I upgrade my room?
all right.
No, I'm not really gonna say it. There's a fucking innkeeper.
Yeah,
Remember that guy?
Yeah, if you want a nicer bed, you definitely can get one.
I mean, does that even do anything?
Not mechanically, no.
Don't
No.
worry about the mechanics of it.
Well, your
Would
character might
Arashi
take
want a
pride.
nicer bed?
Your character might take pride in like sleeping in an uncomfortable bed.
Just Tremble Warrior.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, I think I already kind of questioned people around here about the beggar guy and why he maybe wanted my scarf. So if they couldn't answer any questions about that, I don't think they're going to be able to answer like, "Hey, do you know why he might have been really rich and paid someone to kill us?" Yeah. I'm thinking that maybe I might just try to get some food, try to have a normal night in front of these people, and like get ready for uh sleeping on it. But God, there's a lot on my character's mind. I don't even know if I'd be able to sleep besides like looking out the window and wondering if that person who did magic on us just followed us quietly. Like, well, not magic on us, magic to help us. I need to remember that he didn't do anything to us. I keep saying he, most wizards are girls. Doesn't matter. Um, I'm getting food.
Is Javi going to open up at all? Back in the familiar kind of den of the inn?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, he got no reason to be all closed off anymore. But at the same time, he's like, if you talk about it, it might appear again. So
Hey, wait,
open to
I've
talk
just
about
remembered.
anything but that.
Well, I guess I can do this part in character. While sitting and thinking about the night and eating food and whatnot, like, I imagine that my character's probably thinking about the girl that we saved from the fairy folk monsters and the in the
She's here.
woods there. Yeah, we should probably. Did she learn anything about what's going on in general, about why they're here, why she was a target, why I don't know if we ever talked to her a lot about what happened. I wonder if she learned anything being in proximity to those. Also, dumb question, would my character know if those things speak English? Like, would she understand what they were saying, or would I obviously know that that's not a thing she would know?
They have their own guttural language, so I mean, she says like they seemed to be talking to each other, but she didn't understand what they were saying, and she spent the whole time in the bag. You took her out of the bag, but she heard them like
Right.
start a fire, like they had started a fire by the time you guys arrived.
I mean, they were just gonna eat her then. It makes me wonder if they were just opportunistic that she was alone back there, so they kidnapped instead of killed, or if it was like a targeted and deliberate attack. I guess I could ask her that. Did it seem deliberate or opportunistic? Would you even know? Was it like you were looking forward and then darkness, or?
I mean, to her, they just came from nowhere. She was just playing in the stables.
I don't really. She's a little girl. Who does she? She said the tavern lady said that she just kind of lived here, right? Like she
Her
doesn't have
father,
parents looking over her.
her father is the stable master here.
Her father is the stable master. I wonder if he's got anything to say. I mean, obviously, do you know why a bunch of fairy tale monsters would kidnap your daughter? But like, I guess my question would be more along the lines of, have you angered anyone powerful?
I mean, he seems confused. Like, um,
Yeah, I guess I don't just like walk up to him and open with
yeah,
that. I imagine I've got more of like a calm conversational tone
yeah. I
with
mean,
like, hey,
he's
I
very
wanted
thankful
to.
to you. He's like still shaking your hand and all kinds of
No,
stuff.
I wanted to talk more about like if we found her at a camp in a bag getting ready to get eaten by monsters, and I'm just wondering if there was like any sort of deeper motivation somebody would have had to set that on you. Do you have any idea who could have been responsible for that kind of thing, or does this just happen sometimes?
I I just tended the horses. You know, I haven't like accidentally maimed anyone's horse or anything recently. I mean, these monsters. I heard stories about them in the far north, but I didn't think they'd be here. This is preposterous.
All right, well, thank you, good man. Try not to think too much about it. And I'm gonna go back to just eating at the table I was at before.
I mean, you guys are given the best food that you can buy, or for free, pretty much. So, um, I mean, maybe not as good as your character's mother's cooking, but it'll do. I mean, a city this large has definitely access to good ingredients and all kinds of stuff. Even though the long winter kind of made some stuff harder to get, you're treated to pretty good food.
If I'm sitting with other with my party mates at this table, I'm not sure where you guys are at in the tavern. I'm just gonna say aloud to the group, like, so what's the plan from here? We've it's been an adventure. I don't know if I can just go back to my little normal militia life. I don't do much at home besides like wait for something awful to happen maybe, and that seems to have happened here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where we go from here, fellas.
I'm in the same boat as you. However, you know, you kind of gotta let the go with the wind at this point when you don't have a for sure goal in mind. You know what I mean?
I mean, are there any of my kind near here, or no?
Not that you've seen. There's not a ton
Damn.
of you that have like ventured this far, so you're fairly spread out. And I mean, your people are hard to see in general because they know how to be stealthy. So,
Hmm.
but
I
so
think.
yeah,
Sorry.
I know like Arashi probably just wants to keep heading west, follow any rumors of um, anything that sounds interesting.
Well, I think like admiring the, my used gear now and like thinking about the day that's passed and looking at the rewards that we've received for the heroism we've done. My character's desire is like justice and safety to prevent evil and right it when it shows. And if anything, this feels like I think maybe he's having a moment that like this is the very reason he ever decided to pick up a sword is for like this exact purpose. I'm not sure who I need to talk to exactly, but I'm sort of making an internal plan to talk to whoever's in charge of getting things done around here, to talk to him about what we've seen, what's happened, and what we can do about it. Not like to the king, but to somebody who
Yeah,
would be able to move that forward.
I mean, the very first day, a representative from the Queen's Guard did come in, and you spoke to him, and it was earlier today that the beggar said they wanted to talk to you again, but of course that seemed to have been a lie. But you could maybe go there on your
Yeah.
own tomorrow.
Yeah, that's sort of my. I expressed that to the group. I know I said that was internal, but I want to say to the table that like, well, I don't think that we can just go home after what's happened here. I just spoke to the stable hand, and he said he's heard of monsters up north, but this far south is just unheard of, and we like just thwarted a kidnapping where they were going to eat a little girl. So I'm pretty sure they're present here in the South, and we should talk to someone. We should know more. We should maybe do something. You guys down with that? First thing tomorrow, we talk
Yeah,
to.
That sounds like a plan to me.
let's get out of here.
Well, let's not get out of here. It's nighttime, and I want us to sleep.
Oh God,
But
this place.
Um,
well, all right. Then I start winding down for heading for our rooms. Taking care of that kind of thing. Doffing.
yeah, I mean, I know you said your character might struggle to get to sleep, just because it's been so hectic. But
Yeah, and I'm worried we're being watched.
as soon as you sit down on like the fluffiest bed you ever sat on, it's a little bit harder. You're welcome to like, if you want to try to stay awake intentionally, you can like make
I don't think so.
okay.
I think I work a night shift in real life, and I note that when my window is open during the daytime, I can stay up well, but when the curtain closes, I'm instantly heavy-eyed, and I think it's probably a similar thing where like once I'm in the quiet of the room, I'm like, oh, I feel safe now, and go right to sleep.
I don't have like a good separate map for this. There is a second floor to this in map, but I don't really like it, so we might just do this within our own heads. But there's going to
Yeah.
be some
Okay.
commotion tonight.
Well, my character has slept soundly. Well, I mean, went to sleep soundly. So, how are you guys sleeping?
I mean, fine.
What would be affecting our sleep?
You just winding down, like
Not too much.
hit the hay.
I need to make some rolls on my own quick here.
I don't like that your dice are covered in blood. Do successes and threat cancel each other out, or is threat like the opposite of advantage?
Threat is the opposite of
Oh, right.
advantage.
X's are failures, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
While I am rolling this, Timothy, if you can roll a vigilance check versus 3 red dice, and also add like
Oh dear.
2 black dice since you're pretty soundly asleep.
So when you see the colors of these dice roll, it was a good night's rest until this happened. Despair, you say? Despair? Oh no.
So you probably don't wake up until you notice.
Wake up with a knife to my throat.
No, the beggar man has climbed into your room on the second floor, opened the window himself, and you see him with your cloak, your scarf, or whatever in his hand, and you wake up and that's the first thing you see, and he jumps out the window back down.
Okay, I mean, geez. I don't think I'm in any state to give the man chase, but uh, I guess I'm internally asking myself the question, like, how important is that cloak to my character? Is it something that in a groggy stupor when I wake up, I would just dumbly chase after them? Or is it like, why is that man so obsessed with my clothes? And then I just, don't give chase. So I'm not,
You hear some shouting from the street, and then a scream. A man's scream.
Oh, yeah. I should say that. I at least definitely like shuffle to the window and like, put both my hands on it and lean my head out like to see to see like if he's cackling like a maniac because I think he's crazy. Like do I see anything out there if I just poke my head out and try and look for him if I saw a direction? I think if I just saw him tuck out a window, I probably don't know which way he went.
Would you can roll a perception.
Cool. Okay, Okay.
Yeah, you there's not this time of night, there's not a lot of movement on the street. So I mean it is relatively dark, but there's a little bit of moonlight, a little bit of torchlight out there. You see some movement on the edge of your vision. Maybe your window like kind of overlooks the alley where the stables is, and you see him run past the stables, and there's some altercation with another person there, and the beggar keeps running, and the other person is now standing there holding his side and screaming at the man who walked past him.
Okay, well, if he's clearly booking it, like it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to put clothes on and then, still have any idea where he went, then I don't think I'm in any huge rush besides like I'm gearing up because I'm worried that there could be a physical altercation with the guy, and I want to essentially like I guess I'm just gonna while I'm putting my gear on, I'm like, fucking pulling my pants up while I'm walking through the hallway and like shout to my party members' rooms. I don't know if they'd wake up, but I shout it like that guy's after my clothes again. And then like just go out there to talk to the guy who's mad. If he would know anything about that guy, saw at least where he went, or if he just ducked down an alleyway, then that's a cold trail. But I need to find out about this guy.
Yeah, the
And
rest of you
I think
guys can wake up for sure. I mean, he's definitely making enough commotion to wake you up.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll wake up and, hurry to the door with the bow, a little bit drowsy.
Good morning, Javi.
Who's dying? Who needs help?
Yeah, the
I'm
city's
here to
city's
shoot.
so interesting here. That crazy old man snuck into my bedroom while I was asleep and stole my clothes. We gotta find out something. I need to go talk to somebody. He upset somebody outside, and I think that might be a lead. There's something greater going on here.
Oh, I thought it was something important, or you were being killed. Didn't know you were being robbed
Well, we
of your
don't know for
clothes.
sure about that. That's almost the same thing, Javi.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Um, I I don't know that I think of it as Javi just said. I'm not sure I think of it as serious enough quite yet to wake up a Rothy. But if I'm going far, if it was like, I have to go a block or two, then maybe I'll at least knock on the door and like give them we're headed out for something. And if Arathi doesn't stir, then me and Javi go ahead to talk to that person.
Are you coming?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you come outside. You start heading down the alley that you saw, and you see a figure there, kind of clutching their arm. And you get close, and you see it is Bennett, the stable master.
Oh, jeez.
He says he ran up off there, and he points towards the inner city, the new city. He says he got me, but I'll be all right. I match his cut. Look, he's bleeding, and you can kind of see spatters of blood leading the
Oh,
trail.
Javi, we've got a trail. Let's follow this man. And I'm so sorry you got cut, stable hand. It seems I call him by his name, if I know his name.
Bennett.
But I give him what'd you say?
Bennett.
Bennett, I'm sorry that your life has been such a stir lately. We're gonna try and set some things right around here, but I gotta find out more about that man. We're gonna follow this trail before he finds a way to lose us, and I just start like walking toward it and like pointing it out to Javi.
Yeah, yes, let's go.
Is it something we could obviously follow, or something like a skilled tracker would need to try and follow the lines on?
I'll ask for an average difficulty check, either perception or streetwise. I don't know off the top of my head who is good at those kind of things.
Yeah, I got 1 yellow, 1 green for perception, and 2 green for streetwise, so I'd be pretty average at doing any of that stuff.
Yeah, likewise. I'm not good at either of those.
You might be the guy, Timothy.
All right. Well, I think in that case, I'm probably just gonna be looking out for blood. I'm not too streetwise.
That's a success.
All right.
with
You cut
some
him
threat.
good, I shout to Bennett while following the blood trail.
Yeah. You like this guy had a clear head start on you, and so like you don't see him like turning corners or anything. You're just following occasional splats of blood. But you don't like lose it. You continue into the inner new city, and you try to keep up the pace because you know this guy is probably sprinting. Um, I guess eventually you make it to a cellar door, and
Cellar
there's
door.
there's a bloody handprint on it on the handle.
What's the like town like nearby? I know you said something like New City, so like does it look nice here? Is it a creepy looking cellar?
I have a couple paragraphs of text. Let me skim here. It looks kind of like mostly a dead end of an alley. Um, so you follow the blood into this alley, and the only place out of the alley is back where you came from, or this cellar door. It's kind of set flat, almost against the ground. There's an old rusty iron lock that is kind of just on the ground. It's not obviously locked right now.
I'm gonna like as we walk up to the cellar door and note that the trail seems to stop here. I'm gonna look back to like my party mates and say like I'm not exactly eager to go into that cellar, but it certainly looks like this is the way forward.
Javi is just gonna push you on through there. We came this
push
far.
me through. Oh
Yeah.
no.
You've got the shield.
I guess
It's
that's
funny you say
true.
that because I was going to tell him, hey, don't be babies, let's go.
Well, I was thinking that oh boy. Okay, so in that case, let's get your opinion on this one, fellas, at least. Should we announce ourselves loudly and walk in looking for a fight, or do you want to try and sneak into this place and see what we can learn?
Creeping in would probably be best.
It's left unlocked with the lock on the ground. Either man's in desperate condition or this is a trap. So, I'm feeling trying to sneak down there, but my stealth's not so great with the whole sword, shield, and chainmail getup, you know? Well, I don't know that I'm wearing chainmail, but loud things are on me. Um, so in that case, I'm thinking I'm gonna try and open the door as quietly as I can, try and judge the creek if it has any, and then just tiptoe on down there. Just try and oh, is there light? That's a good question. Is there any light down there?
It
When I
is
open the
pretty
door?
dark, and there is some creaking as it opens.
I mean,
Okay.
I use my staff to light
Well,
like
see, I'm not
small
sure if
area.
we're sneaking in. If we're sneaking in, it might be better to hand on the wall and just try and like navigate quietly
That's
in the
fair.
darkness here. But I don't want to walk in completely blind and like put my foot into a bear trap. So I think I'm just kind of staring at the dark thinking in this moment because I don't want to chat. We just said we were going to stealth in. Um, I'm going to probably hand against the wall, like at least try to descend carefully to the bottom of the stairs, maybe walk a couple steps forward and just stop and listen. Just really like try to listen for any movement, any sounds, anything at all.
Yeah, and as kind of like sunrise slowly creeps up, you're getting some light in the alley, and your eyes are adjusting to the darkness, and you can start to kind of make out shapes. It seems to be like a mostly unused storeroom. It's down here. It's pretty much as big as the building above it, so there's a lot of room. You know, there's pillars, like brick pillars, everywhere. Um, You see some baggage at the foot of the steps and a few broken barrels, but there's a lot of dust on the floor and there's footprints in the dust.
Okay. If you think that like that listening in the silence I could judge, I would at least judge myself that I think to be alone, then I think I'd like just talk at a normal volume back to Arathi. Like I think we could probably do light in here now. It looks like maybe this is some kind of tunnel to somewhere else.
Yeah, is that something I need to roll for? Or...
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even know if you have a magic spell for that kind of thing, or if we should just like light a torch. But either way, I want to get some light in here.
Doing a spell would be cooler by default. Just saying.
You could try to, summon some flame if you'd like to.
Okay, so
Well, if you're summoning flame, it sounds like we're lighting a torch. So I think I just want to get some light in here. Are there sconces that like she could just light the area naturally, or
Sure.
that's not holding my hand out like with a fireball looking cool, but okay.
Well, I mean, I guess if you want to do that, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cramp on your style.
Am I doing channeling?
Since we're out of combat, and this isn't like a succeed or fail moment, unless you really see yourself as a beginner and you want to roll for it, you don't have to roll for
No,
it.
not that beginner.
So yeah, then you can.
What's above? Isn't it? Is adept still beginner?
You like, if this is like some of the first times you channeling, you probably had some training, like basic training, telling you what to expect when you grow into it. But
you could probably make a fireball. You're not even trying
yeah.
to throw it at anybody.
Yeah, no, I was thinking like the hierarchy of magicians. It's apprentice, adept, magician, sorcerer, warlock, and archmage. So I was thinking like adept or magician or sorcerer, but nothing like too high.
Like so you can make some in your hand. I mean, it gets warm, so you might not want to hold on to it forever. But you can transfer it to a torch sconce.
Cool. All right.
Do the tracks lead anywhere obvious? Like, you said there's tracks in the dust. Do they lead right up to a vent or something? Or
They do.
is it like...
3 of the walls here are ordinary brick. The 4th wall is made of stone, but is covered in intricate carvings. In the center of the wall, there's a heavy stone double door with a very weird design.
Well, he must have been rather confident of security of this
Actually,
path if he didn't cover his tracks here.
Actually, with the light, you now see the beggar standing at this strange doorway, barely visible.
Oh!
He only looks back at you a second and then steps into the doorway and disappears.
Steps into it, so like it's open, or he steps through a brick wall?
There's some kind of shimmering on the wall.
Okay. Boy, I bet that's a special reason he can get in there. I don't want to touch that door, but I do like walk
Behind
up to
you,
it like I'm... Oh, okay.
you hear some movement in the alley behind you.
Okay, I think in that moment my character still like tried to march up to the door to try to follow him, but then like as soon as he tries to walk through the door, he thinks better of touching this weird magic door. I'm going to hear the shuffling from the alleyway and like, kind of get my weapons ready and tell the party mates like maybe we can get some answers out of those people, maybe they can open this door, and like ready myself for a negative confrontation.
I'm gonna go ahead and put that ball of fire out now, because now I'm spooked.
There's still light in the room though, right? You lit a sconce?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
The commotion outside you get a sense more of it, and it's almost marching. and you hear a voice
Oh,
shout
no.
through, "Is anyone there? We see blood."
Yeah, I immediately answer out that, I don't know. I'm probably not like known around here, so I'd still say my full name to note that I'm cooperative with whoever these people are, and then like shout out that we followed a man who robbed me here, and he vanished through the walls.
You see,
And also, I let my guard down a bit. I'm not like shield up anymore,
yeah.
thinking that
Are
it's
you
good people.
looking like up the staircase out into the alley, or are you just shouting
Yeah,
up?
we're shouting down from in the basement or down in from in the cellar. I imagine I can't even that I can see light through the door, but that I don't even see who's there.
Outside, they say, come up. Stop what you're doing. Come with your hands up. The children of the light command it."
Would I know that name? Oh, right, yeah. Hang on, we did hear that name, right?
Those
Yeah,
were
these
the
nerds.
kind of asshole private military guys
Yeah,
Right.
who
Yeah,
always
yeah,
get their
yeah.
way.
total nerds.
Well, I tell you what, I don't think that aggression is the right way to go right off the bat. So,
No, they're pretty armored and probably
yeah,
well
I'm
trained.
gonna, and we don't even know how many there are. So, like, I'm immediately going
Look,
to like,
marching. We
uh,
heard marching. There's enough of them.
my shield's still on my arm, but I'm gonna like sheath my sword and come out with my
I'm
fingers
just gonna come out
exposed, you know,
normal. I'm just
hands
gonna
in
come out
front of me.
normal. I'm a wizard, and like if you seen me, you'd go, "Oh, that's a wizard," and no, you could just stab me through my cloth.
Um, one last thing. Did I? I think I might have skipped a whole like paragraph here.
Oh, and Javi, do you follow us out?
Of course, I'm not trying to get killed.
Cool. Just making sure. Just wanted to make sure you're right behind us.
Can I have? Would one person like to make a perception check while you're down
I've
in the
got
cellar?
I've got one yellow, one green. Oh,
Oh,
unless
you
anybody
kind of
negatively
already
thinks
made
they'd
one.
just be
Hold
looking
on.
around.
Perception. No, I just have 2 green.
You kind of already made one. Just give me
Uh,
a sec.
Oh, okay.
Um, I guess just an addendum to everything I've already told you. On the one wall made of stone, there's also some like old faded text that was scratched into it in the old tongue, which is kind of like an old dead language.
Is
But
it something I could copy down? Like that I could have in the moment like have noted it was a sentence and written it down, or is it like trying to write down Russian when you don't know Russian, like you couldn't write the letters correctly?
you do know the characters, although the words don't make sense to you.
Oh, okay, cool. At some point I do want that gibberish. My character wrote that down.
Okay. You might be in the process of that, like you're starting to do that when they're telling you to come out right now.
Okay, cool. I do think that if it would be hard to transcribe, it's gibberish. I wouldn't be able to like scribble that down real fast. I'd say I probably get through like half of it before I'm like, oh gosh, that's the cops. We got more important things to deal with right now. So, yeah, at that point I will have like tried to that's when we would usher everybody up. Oh, sorry.
So you come up and there is like pretty much a full battalion here.
Marching, yeah. You can't hear one guy march usually, so.
What has
Just
happened here?
stomping, huh?
Stomping.
what has
he
happened
says
here?
what has happened here. I think maybe a little too fast. Like, I'm from a little militia, and these guys are like big military guys that my militia drills, whatever you'd call them, would try to live up to be. So I'm sort of like spilling the beans too fast, talking about like how we helped this tavern, and a weird guy was talking to us the whole time about how he really wants my clothes, and it seems I couldn't offer him anything else, and he broke into our room and took my clothes, and we chased him down the street, and he's in there, and now he's vanished in this basement through a shimmering wall with weird stuff written all over it. I'm just trying to get my cloak back.
I reply with, I lit a sconce. That's my
Magically,
response.
though.
He's kind of stunned by everything you said because of how you said it. It's almost too much for a person to take in, and he definitely
He
gives
doesn't
you
like my answer.
gives you a very suspicious look, like, and the leader of them has like nods to his soldiers to watch you, and then he kind of proceeds down on his own, and he's looking for the fresh wounds that would cause the blood that they saw to come here, but they don't see anybody. I guess I can like make a roll to see what he notices down there too.
I am missing a third of my health.
Yeah,
I could
you
look
do have
pretty beat
wounds, but
up.
they're not fresh.
Oh, yeah.
They don't really have very skilled perception.
Oh, come on, my boys. Look around at the evil stuff. Oh, thank heavens. Oh, I mean, actually, I don't know if these guys are good. They seem good. Come on, please help us.
The commander comes back up, and he's definitely has like a grim look on his face, and he says it has something to do with the power. Um, which one of you is a dark friend? One of you must be a dark friend.
Dark friend.
Uh,
What the hell is
it's
that?
not me, but I'd really just like to take a moment to ask you, do you know why he wants my clothes?
We don't know what dark friend is, friendo.
I was wondering if maybe you actually do know what that is, and you're lying to him right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is just a term for someone who's sworn themselves to the dark.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't mean any sort of magic user. They're not that
No,
kind of order. Okay,
but this
gotcha.
order
Then,
does believe that anyone who can do magic is a dark friend.
okay, so yes, it's what they call that. They think Arathi would be one.
who, me? I would never do magic.
Yeah, okay, so
With my
um
staff and cloak.
if
Me?
it seems like revealing that Arathi in our midst as a magic user would essentially get us killed in this moment, then, or in big trouble, then I'm definitely gonna err on the side of not revealing this information to them.
You mean
And
lying?
just like, I'm not sure what you're talking about. And try and pivot it back to, why did the man who disappeared through the wall want my clothes? You see, it like, oh, actually, I should save that for if he discovers her.
So yeah, he continues. There's some shimmering black curtain on the wall that disappears into nothingness. It must be something. We need to interrogate the owner of this building and these people. They must know something. We need to keep you prisoner and take you to a questioner.
I can't speak telepathically in my mind to my party members. So out of character, I'm thinking for our characters. Would we bolt or cooperate? I don't know.
I
don't
was
know.
about to say, do we have a
So they're
three-way
gonna find.
fork? We have a three-way
For
fork here.
me,
We either fight them, run, or get captured.
the thing is like I don't know. We didn't do anything wrong. So like, is my character the type to believe in the justice system and think, well, guys, let's talk to them, it'll be all right? Or is it like, we gotta get out of here, we're gonna die? Like, do you know what my character's general, like, being from where he's from, what his, like, opinion would be of the Children of Light? Would I think of them as an order that can be trusted, or would I think of them as, oh no, I'm a target of, like, being silenced. We need to get out of here and fast.
So, one of the places you could be from, Gelding, they were kind of like invading that country to try to take it over at some point.
Okay. So in general, we probably wouldn't think extremely highly of them.
They're their own people, and there's a lot that people say about them. Most of it, not great. But
And you said they're occupying the city right now. Like, it's not that they're just here for the parade. If
they're
we
not
ran, we'd be seeing them around every street corner.
they're not like really occupying it. They actually don't have any authority here, and if they tried to exercise too much authority, like the real authority here might start taking problems with them.
What if we just tell on them?
Okay, yeah, hang on. Thinking about the fact that if my character knew that they are not the real authority here and are about to extend some sort of authority over them, I'm wondering if I should try to say something or if I essentially just shoot a look back to you guys and go, run. And then we get out of there. Because I
Well,
don't.
aren't
I'm
they on
starting to
horses,
wonder
bro?
if this is going to be helpful. No, no, he said a battalion that marched. I didn't hear nothing about horses.
Oh.
Plus, we're in a city. I don't believe a horse can run good in a city. Every game I've ever played, it makes the horses go slow when you get in town. Yeah, I think I just need to ask myself the character question, and in this moment, if I could not convene with my friends, I would probably just give them like a looks like we gotta go, and maybe try to run.
He
I
said,
don't think that's gonna look good for us, but does anybody would you Javi or Arathi in this moment when I've told you to run or whatever, if I like, mouth it out so they didn't hear, I just turned my head to you and mouthed it out. Would somebody grab my arm and stop me? Do you guys think cooperating is better, or would you just run with me?
I mean, I'm more likely to run. These guys have
You're
sword
Uh,
and
you're a
we'll
if
wizard
we
now,
run,
like
we're
you.
guilty. You know that. So then we
Yeah,
can
see,
stay
that's
here.
what I'm
Then we
thinking.
have to leave, and you're already naked, and that's gonna
guilt,
be awkward.
but guilty to who?
I don't know. These people are freaks.
Yeah, but they're nothing. They're a nothing burger if
But
we get away.
but yeah, this is more out of character stuff, but could we learn something from them? Would we learn something? Could they help us? Would they
I
help
I
us?
would like
Yeah.
Arashi to make uh,
Ooh.
a knowledge culture check.
That's the very bottom right of the skills pit tab.
Culture. What am I doing with the dice?
Probably just leave it average because I just want to see what your character in particular has learned of these people. and it's going to be a failure. So I guess not enough for what I was thinking of. That's okay.
With 3 advantages.
Yeah, we're not doing a good job of spending them.
Yeah, I read up on them, but I'm more familiar with the combat uses than the social cue uses. Plus, I always have a hard time thinking of when to use like player story points to invent details and stuff. It always feels like that I'd be overstepping when I think of something like that. That it's like, well, could I spend a story point to say this guy likes me? You know, it's I don't know what's too much for a story point.
So you're all kind of just staring at each other and wondering what to do.
Right,
And
yeah, I was asking Javi, would you have stopped me from running? Like, yes, I know that, like, in that moment, so you say running makes us guilty. Does that mean Javi would put an arm on me to stop me from running, or join me from running, or just stand there while we all bolt? Because if somebody tries to stop me from running, I will stop and we'll talk to these people. But if you guys, like, get down like a dog wanting to play and sprint in a different direction, then we're running.
I mean, if you run, I run. I'm not gonna stand here and just.
So you don't try to stop me.
If you are running, then
Then we run.
I am
If
running.
if you wouldn't try to stop me, then we run.
It sounds like we're taking off.
all right, they're blocking the alley pretty much. So the only way to run.
Entirely, there's no way. Well, okay, if okay, having that detail in mind,
Well,
can I take back running?
there
If I
is
had known there's no
the
way past.
there is the way that the beggar went.
I can go through that wall. I don't think my character would consider that a path. I can go through that wall.
Somebody else did,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
the
Oh man. Okay,
the
so that's
captain
the
said
question.
there's a shimmering curtain.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, I should have clarified a bit on that. When you said shimmering curtain, I was sort of imagining, like, I mean, I'll just compare it to what I know, like in Skyrim, when there's a hidden wall and, like, it just looks like normal bricks, but if you do a magic to it, it kind of wavers a bit. I was imagining something like that. If are you saying, like, more like a magic curtain, it seems like one can walk through, or?
Kind of like a black sheet. Yeah, that's kind of magic.
Okay, well, in that case, if my character would have, and I think they might, have an upset stomach about we'll just make you our interrogation subjects, then in seeing that the alley is blocked, I might like grab a hand to show a teammate where we're going and then sprint right toward that wall.
All
I
right.
guess we were in the alleyway, so that would be kind of like down
So
the
down
stairs.
the
I'm not sure where
stairs.
the white cloak commander is in reference to that. Would he be between us? Do you think I could just shoulder the man and try to keep running?
Well, he is not trying to stop you because he heard your story about somebody going through the wall, but he doesn't believe it. So he thinks you're just running into a dead end.
Cool. Okay, in that case, I think I want to yell to him like as I'm running, like the man's got my clothes, and then sprint, try to run through the wall at it. Oh, I hope I can go through that wall. That's gonna be really funny if I can't go through that wall.
He said bonk.
All right. It's I'll just kind of it's described like a thick curtain lying smooth across the opening, but it's not black like it is in a dark room or black like a dark night sky. It is black like there's nothing, like a void. Um, and you can faintly see your reflection in it as you get closer. and you reach
Yeah,
out.
I think just to describe how I go through it, I was thinking that because I'm sprinting, that like I've put my shoulder up like I think it's going to be physical, and if I pass right through it, then I am imagining I just like, stumble and stop a couple steps in.
Yeah, there's a little bit of pressure as you push through, but you go through into another place that I guess I can describe next time.
Oh yeah, did you guys just follow me right through, sprinted too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He
Cool.
disappears
I
into the blackness.
don't want to forget by next session, if they saw us go through, maybe they'll go through too. So let's keep an eye on behind us. But that's exciting. Where did we go? Oh, one more question just to think about. Can I see anything on the other side? Is there light?
Once you're inside, there's no light.
Okay, cool. So it's dark back there. We'll just leave it there, and I'll think on that. I don't want to keep pushing on.
All right, we will see what happens next time. Bye.